All right. Anyways, guys, this is my Bound for Glory's reaction video. I'm sorry. I know it's late. I've already told you why. I was watching it, and at one point the video didn't turn off, so there was about 15 minutes just dead space. I can't go back and fix that. So I'm not going to go back again and fake reactions. But anyway, everybody knows about the Austin Aries Johnny Impact thing now. Aries left the company right after this pay-per-view, but a lot of stuff went down the week prior leading up to Bound for Glory. I guess there was a big Twitter fight that went on between Aries and Impact, and I guess at some point he brought in his wife Taya into the conversation, Aries, which I guess picked up steam, and they got on TMZ and were discussing the situation, Impact and Taya, and they took a shot at Aries there at the Hall of Fame ceremony. Aries was always scheduled to be there. He did come in late. He said he had issues with the flight or something. When he got there, he went into a little thing talking about how he was coming to squash the beef. His original plan. He was apologetic for the way things went down the week leading up to Bound for Glory. But then he said all things changed when he turned on his TV and saw Impact and Taya talking crap about him on TMZ. When he said that, Johnny jumped up from his seat and started to lunge towards Aries. He threw a few punches. Then at this point, you see the whole room come in to try to break them up. And this is, by the way, is at Abyss's Hall of Fame ceremony. Aries looked legit steamed, pissed off, red face, and he was cussing up the storm. Impact was doing everything he could to get his hands on Aries. They were separated at some point. But like I said, to the finale of the main event and how it ended and what Aries did, no selling the finish. Well, I'm watching, like I said, Bound for Glory right now, and this is a pre-match interview of Aries discussing their match, and I thought it was very interesting. So, like I said, I can't show you it, but you can hear it here. So, listen up, will you?
Austin Aries, the Impact World Champion. Over these past few weeks, we've seen what's really transpired between you and Johnny Impact. But over these past couple of days, things have intensified and became more heated. What can we expect from you going into tonight's main event?
Aries, by the way, looks very agitated. He's staring daggers into the announce chick right now.
I came back to Impact Wrestling at the beginning of 2018. This place was on life support. Let's just be honest. And I walked back in here and I won the Impact World Championship. And from that moment, day in and day out, I busted my ass to rebuild the reputation of this company and to make this title worth something again.
Yeah.
And I think I've done a pretty good job. And then my challenger, Johnny Impact, decides to just waltz back in here when his schedule permits and claim that this is now the most important thing in the world to him. Johnny, come lately, huh? Well, I've been here putting the work in. You've been off filming your reality shows, nursing your injuries, going off and getting married. But now that reality show's airing, just so happens to be an opportune time to reinsert yourself and claim you want this. Well, I think you're a liar.
He looks pissed, by the way.
This means anything more to you than any of your other quests. Boone the Bounty Hunter, right? Johnny, every name you can last think of. You know, you said something funny at this press conference. Maybe I'm skipping ahead. But you said, oh, it's not always about you, Austin Aries. Well, it's funny coming from a guy that everywhere he goes, he takes the last name of the place to make it about him.
He does.
The things that have happened in the last week have changed the game, haven't they? What was supposed to be a one-on-one affair has turned into something more. It's turned real personal, hasn't it? And quite frankly, after what happened at that press conference last night, I don't trust you. And frankly, I don't trust management around here. So I may have said that I was going to leave my men in the back, but guess what? Things change, don't they? So I'm going to have my men ringside, and why don't you bring that wife of yours ringside too? We'll make this a family affair. Let's have everybody get real up close and personal. Because when I expose you tonight, I want her to be there to see it. This ain't a reality show. This ain't some shitty B movie.
Ooh.
This is my life. This is what I've dedicated my life to. This ain't a joke. It ain't a game. That's how you're going to find that out.
Now, you got to remember, he no-sold the finish, flicked off Impact right afterwards, jumped out of the ring, went to the side of the building where I guess, what is his name? Don Callis? I'm having a brain fart. Well, he's supposed to be the writer of the show, obviously, and he laid a series of expletives on him, flicked him off, told him to F off, all that. Then he stormed out of the ring, flicked off the crowd, and that was the end of Austin Aries on Impact. Like I said, I thought this was very interesting and very telling, which leads me to believe the press conference thing at Abyss's Hall of Fame ceremony was legit. I don't know what was said on Twitter. If you want to see the Hall of Fame fight, it is on my Twitter account, the Mad Viking as well. You can see the video there. I have it up. But I just thought this was an interesting tidbit because, like I said, Austin Aries obviously has some sort of a beef here. From this interview, you can tell he feels jaded. He was the lead dog. He's rebounded this company into something important again. And Johnny Impact shows up 3 weeks ago and gets a title match. And, of course, he won. They put the title on him, which Aries knew ahead of time because I've already heard they were fine with the he had no issues with the outcome of the match, but he obviously had something set up and planned. He was going out guns blazing. I guess he obviously feels jaded. They were screwing him over. I think he's thinking in his eyes. And personally, I think Impact thought he was going to re-sign the company, not the wrestler, because there was no need. It didn't feel like for them to re-sign him. And they seemed pretty shocked when the next day he left Impact with deuces in the air. So, yeah, the speculation that people think of this was all a very good storyline, that it's wrestling, so it had to have been fake. I legitimately don't think it was fake. I think this was real. It was a shoot. Austin Aries went out in a blaze of glory at Bound for Glory, but we have a new champion. Do I think it'll be the end of Austin Aries? I don't know. Austin Aries has had 3-4 runs in this company. He's been fired for basically not following the rules, but it was a messed up rule back in the day where he couldn't wrestle for multiple companies, and he was wrestling for TNA and, of course, Ring of Honor. And TNA didn't want him wrestling for Ring of Honor anymore, and he continued to went to Ring of Honor shows, so they let him go. But anyways, do I think it'll be the end of him? No. Do I think he's coming back anytime soon? No. But I just thought people needed to hear this pre-match interview. So tell me your thoughts, your opinions on it in the comments section. Let me know. Hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Mad Viking out.